Hey everyone, so my name's Jen and today I'm making this video to talk to you guys a little bit about our Community Government Association here at Bloomsburg. So CGA, or Community Government Association, is kind of like your student government in high school. We do a lot of the same things and have a lot of the same jobs, but at the same time we have a few different responsibilities as well. So throughout this video I'm just going to talk about the setup of the organization, what we do, and how you can get involved. Okay, so the setup of CGA can be a little bit confusing to understand at first, but I'm just going to go through it and lay it out so you guys have a better understanding of what it looks like, what it's kind of organized like on the inside. So CGA is made up entirely of students, but we do work with faculty and staff advisors who will kind of give us a little bit of guidance as we work through planning events. They might help us with some information if we're having a debate or an issue, something like that. So we do work closely with the people in the community activities office, especially. They're there especially during big event time to help us through that. So even though CGA is made up mostly of students, we do work with faculty and staff advisors. But getting back into the organization of the actual CGA student body, so CGA is split up into two main groups. So we have our executive board and the Senate. So in the next portion of the video, I'm just going to go through what those different portions look like. Alright, so the first portion that I'm going to talk about is our executive board. So the executive board consists of 10 different members. So 6 of them are elected. So we have our president, our vice president, secretary, and treasurer. And we also have 2 members of the Senate who are elected to be on the executive board. 4 of these 10 members are appointed. So that means that when the people are elected to the exec board, they will appoint 4 members to fill the position of parliamentarian, historian, member of the council of trustees, and the executive assistant as well. Okay, so that brings me into the organization of the Senate. So our Senate is much larger than our executive board. We have way more than 10 members that make up the Senate. So to begin, we have 4 officers from each class. So freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior will each have a president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. We call these our class officers, so they sit on the Senate. We also have 15 on-campus representatives and 15 off-campus representatives. And on top of that, we just have a bunch of representatives from all over the university, so all different kinds of clubs and organizations. So, for example, we have a representative from the Multicultural Center. We also have one from the Student Veterans Association. So just a bunch of different organizations and clubs will have representatives on CGA so that they're able to kind of share their perspective because they're coming from a different background than we might be coming from, or than other people might be coming from. So it's really important we have that diversity that sit on our Senate because we're able to vote on issues in a less biased manner. We're able to kind of see perspective from the whole student body and evaluate what the entire student body needs. So we're able to better represent what they need and what they want. So it's really awesome to be able to hear the ideas of multiple kind of backgrounds, different people that come from different parts of the university that I didn't even know existed, that I'm not familiar with at all. So it really expands my knowledge of the university and kind of allows me to work with people that I wouldn't really get to meet otherwise. Okay, so now I want to talk a little bit about what CGA does around campus. So CGA as a group will go to a lot of different service activities and events around campus. So we'll go to the Relay for Life and the Breast Cancer Walk. But as a group, we put on the big event. So if you're not aware what the big event is, it's this huge service event that happens every springtime. So we'll get Bloomsburg University students to sign up with us, and we'll send them down into the town to someone's home, and they'll help them out with whatever they may need housekeeping-wise, lawn care-wise, at their house. So it's a really cool event that kind of helps improve relations between the students that live here and the townspeople, kind of just us showing our thanks that they let us live in their town, that we're proud to be from Bloomsburg, that we're proud to be students here. So I definitely really like to point that out to everyone about CGA, so a lot of people don't really know that. A lot of students also don't know that CGA owns the Honeysuckle Apartments as well as the bookstore, so that's just kind of like a little known fact. On a more day-to-day basis, week-to-week basis, CGA is involved in voting on a lot of different clubs and organizations' needs. So we do have our own budget, which means we're able to give money to different clubs and organizations to start them up, whatever they need. A lot of clubs will come to us and ask for money for traveling and going on special conference trips and stuff like that, so we're able to give that to them. So kind of we just help clubs and organizations and the university as a whole kind of do what they need to do. We help them function. So it's really cool kind of to be a part of that. It's a really big thing that you get to be a part of when you're a part of CGA. You have a lot to say, your voice is definitely heard, and being on CGA is kind of just a way for students to be voices for other students. So that's the main thing that I love about CGA, is just that I get to help students' voices be heard at a larger level. Okay, so now here comes the fun part, which is how can you get involved in Bloomsburg CGA. So a lot of positions on CGA are positions that you have to be elected for, but that's really fun. If you're interested in politics, you can learn about the whole process of running for a position. So you can go out and campaign and hang posters and get the word out there that you want to help Bloomsburg University change for the better. But in order to run for executive board, you'd have to run in the springtime to serve on that fall CGA exec board. So if that makes sense, you kind of have to run a semester ahead. To run for the Senate, you just have to run in September to serve for that fall semester. So if you're interested at all, please look up CGA online, go on the Instagram page to learn more, especially right before election time happens. And we always have a table at the Student Activities Fair as well. So if you are interested and want a little bit more information and you want to put your name on the ballot to run, come find us at the Student Activities Fair to learn more about how you can get involved in CGA.